Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm your host, Austin Brown. Today I'm here with Christian Tabak. He's been on the show before. Christian is a senior at the University of Central Oklahoma, and he's a reporter for the Vista. Christian, I see that you have the front page story this week. The title of it is Ham Cries Free Speech, UCOSA Cries Bully. Could you tell us a little bit about this story?
Yeah. If you haven't been seeing all the controversial news and state and national coverage, UCO has been the center of some controversy because the UCO Student Association rescinded its offer to creationist Ken Ham to speak on their campus March 5th.
And who is Ken Ham?
Ken Ham is the founder of conservative Christian organization Answers in Genesis.
And what is Answers in Genesis? What exactly is their role?
Answers in Genesis is a Christian apologetics ministry. They focus on explaining and justifying Christianity in modern viewpoints. Particularly controversial viewpoint they share is young Earth creationism.
That's creationism. Is that the name of it? And what exactly is that?
Young Earth creationism is the idea that the Earth is only about 6,000 years old, and holds that the creation account in the book of Genesis in the Bible is to the T, the accurate.
So no evolution theory?
Not at all. Evolution is a fallacy according to Answers in Genesis.
Gotcha. Okay, so why did UCO rescind Ken Ham's offer?
Well, it's actually a bit of a complicated story. We were in contractual negotiations with them, and UCO's Women's Research and LGBTQ plus Research Center had reached out to UCOSA President Stockton Duvall with some concerns. These concerns centered on using student activity fees to bring Ham to campus, especially in light of some of his controversial views and comments on women and the LGBT community.
Gotcha. And what was Stockton's response to?
Stockton's response was attempting to negotiate possibility of maybe having Ham not speak on issues.
On certain issues that were
yeah.
controversial. And what was the end result of the meeting between Stockton and the organizations?
Stockton came away saying he felt that the LGBTQ Research Center had been attempting to bully him and pressure him into canceling the event.
Bullying. Well, it's canceled, so. So, Stockton, what happened after that? After he went public about being bullied, about the situation, did it get bigger or?
The situation did get bigger. The center denied the allegations of bullying. They explained that although there was passionate discussion, they were open to other alternatives to just rescinding Ham's invitation, such as bringing in a contrasting speaker or things like that. Although they did raise significant concerns about using student activity fees.
Yeah, exactly. Were there anyone else that was from UCO that had any comments on this topic?
Yes. Statements came from quite a few sources. Of course, UCO President Don Betts reiterated that some concerns about freedom of speech were brought up. Which
is ironic, because last week we had if you watched the video from last week, we talked about how UCO is now a all free speech campus. Anybody at any time can talk anywhere on UCO's campus. So it's just ironic that the next week we're talking about free speech in UCO.
Yeah.
So what about, other than Don Betts, anybody else from UCO that has some
the Student Association for Equality. SAFE, they're the campus's only LGBTQ organization. They released a statement. There's been some confusion about who was behind pressuring the allegations of bullying and pressuring Stockton. They released a statement clarifying their role in it because they've been identified by members on campus as being involved, and they clarified that they have not been involved and reiterated the LGBTQ community's dedication to freedom of speech.
Gotcha. And so now he's not coming no more, right?
Yeah.
And
He's not. The offer's been rescinded, and there's no reason for him to come to campus. Although President Don Betts has said he's welcome to still come, but
could you talk more about what could be happening on March 5th still, though?
Ken Ham will be speaking at Edmonds Fairview Baptist Church. This event.
Can we speak about who Fairview is and what they did in this story?
Yes. Edmonds Fairview Baptist Church is related to student organization Valid Worldview. Valid Worldview was the partnering organization with UCOSA on bringing him to campus.
Exactly.
They had arranged through their pastor, Paul Blair, to start negotiations between UCOSA and him. Ultimately, those negotiations never resulted in an actual contract, but that was their role.
And now they're bringing him. Well, first they withdrew from the partnership, but now they're still bringing him to their church.
This is correct. Valid Worldview had decided to end the partnership with UCOSA.
Yeah.
They'd raised concerns about not being as thoroughly involved in the decision-making process as they would have liked, and especially with controversy raising about this, they decided to end the partnership.
Gotcha. Well, Christian, is there anything you want to tell the folks? Anything else about this story?
Pretty much covers it. One of the questions raised by Answers in Genesis did center on contractual agreements. That has been clarified. They brought up two contracts. One, a statement of intent, as the university has clarified it, on Answers in Genesis letterhead. It set out the basic terms of agreement for this. However, as it was not signed by anyone from the university who was authorized to make binding contracts, it's just terms of agreement. And a second contract, which was signed by UCO's legal department. However, Answers in Genesis had never returned a signature on it and raised questions on some of the terms, although the Vistas reached out to them to clarify this, and we haven't heard back yet.
Gotcha. So ultimately, the reason why he didn't come is because they didn't return the contract back.
That is one of the leading reasons why there was no contractual agreement to actually have him on campus.
Gotcha.
In the end.
Well, Christian, thank you for being on the show today. Again, if you guys could subscribe to our channel, highly appreciate it. See you guys next week. Peace.